Hi, I'm Jim Walker, and welcome to Bikes and Backroads. Today we're coming to you from what is the hub of every biker community, and that's the motorcycle repair shop. We're in Moberly, Missouri at Trusty's Bike Shop, and we're going to go in and take a look around and see just what all is going on in the biker community and see what's going on inside the shop as well. Hello, Larry.
Hey, Jim, how are you doing?
Doing well. What's happening today?
Same old stuff, different motorcycles.
Well, good. We decided we'd come down and pay you a visit and just meet some of the local biker crowd and
Okay.
take a look at what's happening here.
Well, look what just come through the door.
I gotta get my hair out of my face.
All right, let's cut this in. You know, Larry, the motorcycle shop is the hub of the biker community. In every community there's a motorcycle shop, and yours is certainly no different. How long have you been in business?
A little over 30 years.
Have you always been at this location?
We've been here for 30 years. We've done it part-time for 10 years at a two-car garage at my dad's place. So that's how we got started with this. And then, like I say, we've been here about 31, I think, exactly, this August.
When I made reference to the bike repair shop, but you're really a lot more than that. This room is full of apparel and accessories. Tell us about that.
Well, we sell a lot of t-shirts. About every shop has a t-shirt with a shop name on it. People are big about that. They'll buy them here and take them to Japan and take them to just out of state. They take them everywhere. They get all over the world pretty quick. And then we have leather, and then it's a big sale. And then we have parts and accessories, and we work on bikes in the back. So like I say, we do a little bit of everything and sell bikes. So it's just kind of a one-fit-all store.
I noticed in your t-shirts you have one that is for your 30th toy run.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us a bit about the toy run.
Toy run is something we put together, like I say, 30 years ago, and we take in food and money and toys, and the toys are distributed throughout the Randolph County, and it's done with local churches, and then the food goes to the food bank, and then money actually goes to needy families which call and they have issues where they're by themselves and not but one job or something going on like that.
Yeah, you mentioned that leather is a major seller. Is it more decorative, or is there a real purpose behind the leather?
There's a purpose behind it if you fall over going down the highway. It runs a lot better than your skin does on the highway. But it's a whole bunch about looks too. That's been for years.
Well, in addition to selling apparel and parts, you also sell motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we take a look at some of the bikes you have for
Come
sale?
on in and just go look.
Larry, you've got an impressive lineup of motorcycles for sale. Everyone's a Harley Davidson.
Everyone's a Harley, and most of them are black. Black is a big color in Harleys. That seems to be the most popular.
Are these new or used bikes?
All used bikes.
Do they belong to the shop, or do you take bikes in or consignment? How do you work this?
Both ways. Some of them are ours, and some of them's on consignment. We usually get a lot more visibility than a common individual would at his home, so they bring them to me, and we get them sold pretty quick, it seems like.
When you agree to put a bike in your showroom, do you go through it pretty well to see if it's up to snuff?
Oh yeah, that's pretty important on the motorcycle. You got two wheels, so you have to ride them a little bit and be sure everything's just the way it's supposed to be. And we always tell our customers, if you have problems, come back and see me. We sell them with no warranty because they're all used, but if you have a problem with a battery or you have a problem with a tire or something in a few months, you come back and see me and we're going to take care of it.
Why don't you tell us about this particular bike here?
That's an '09 Street Glide. That's a very popular bike. That's probably the newest craze right now, is taking dressers and making bikes that look like this. This happens to be a Street Glide, but we take full dressers and strip them down and make them look like this motorcycle.
What do you mean by full dresser?
If we could see, like this bike right here. This is a full dresser right here. Got the bags, got the trunk, got the big seat, got a fairing, got a windshield. So if you take this bike and strip it down, get rid of the big seat, put a smaller seat, get the trunk gone, get all the dresser parts like the lowers, and trim it down, then you wind up with this bike. And that's what's custom right now. Everybody's going to that. And like I say, Harley had made this bike, and then the craze kind of caught on, so everybody would then take in their dressers and say, let's make them look like this bike. So it seems to be a cheaper way of getting a Street Glide.
Well, we've discussed with you your apparel and parts sales and now your motorcycle sales, but the primary focus of the shop is motorcycle repairs.
That's exactly right.
Can we visit your repair part of the shop?
Sure. We'll step right through the doors there and check it out. Okay, Jim, what do you need to know?
Well, it looks like you got a lot of bikes up to be worked on, and I see more bikes in the back room waiting their turn to come in.
That's exactly right. We only try to get 4 or 5 going on at one time, get parts coming in for those, and sometimes I'll go and order the parts for those bikes in the back room. That way we got a full set of parts when it comes time to put it on the bench.
Well, this first one that catches your eye, obviously, is an old motorcycle. What can you tell us about it?
That's a 1969 Sportster. It's been sitting for 30 years, and the guy brings it to me last year and said, Larry, I'd like to get this running. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, but it's getting real close now, so hopefully here in another month or so it'll be running down the road again.
What's the biggest challenge, finding parts?
No, it's really not. Just something that sets 30 years, everything dries out. We have issues with carburetors, you have issues with tires, you have transmissions that get dry. You just have to go through everything and then put it on the road and see how dependable it's actually going to be.
What's the most common repair that you do?
Summertime would be oil changes and tires. We do a whole bunch of that. We probably do, I don't know, I would say 500 to 700 tires in the summer. And oil changes, we do probably 4 or 5 of those a day, so it adds up pretty quick. We try not to do very many motors in the summer. If a guy has issues with it, I'll take care of it, but if a guy's just got one sitting in his barn for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I'll put him off to cold weather because it's just a long job. So we try to just to get you in and out of the door as quick as we can, and that way you're not sitting in here for months.
You were telling me once about a customer whose bike had a flat tire down Lake of the Ozarks, and you had a somewhat unique way of taking care of it.
Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of down there, he had a flat tire and they was gonna try to sell him a tire and a rim, and it was gonna be several $100s. And he called me and said, Larry, what do you think? And I said, well, why don't you just hold tight, let me look, see if we got something used here. And we had a rim and a tire sitting in the back room, so we called a fellow here in town, we shipped it down to him, and in a matter of probably 3 hours, he's on the road, everything's good, and then we gets it back up here, and a few days later, we get it back in here and take care of the problem and get him all done, save a bunch of money for him.
Well, that's the kind of service that you're noted for here.
And we try to do everything we can do to keep them on the road.
You have any advice to the new riders out there, people thinking about buying a motorcycle?
Take the rider safety class. If you haven't rode in a long time, or if you don't know how to ride, a rider safety class is probably the first thing I would recommend. Then at that point, ride with some veteran riders that can kind of give you a few tips, and watch the public. They don't see you, and so you better watch them.
As you can see, we've changed locations in our continuing episode on local motorcycle shops. I'm actually at Cole's bike shop in Bevere. I'm standing alongside with Melissa Cole, who is co-owner, and she also manages the bike shop, the accessory shop where we now are. Melissa, it's been my experience that the motorcycle shops in the various communities are actually the hub of the biker community, the social center. Has that been your experience?
Absolutely. We get a lot of folks coming in. They want to know what kind of events are coming up. We try to be a really good source of information for all of the bike events that go on in the area. We've been involved with so many charities over the years. I honestly couldn't tell you really all the ones that we've really done. Some of the ones that stand out, we did a lot of rides in the past for the American Cancer Society. We've done rides for MDA. We've done rides for, last year we did one for Children's Miracle Network, and we co-opted with the New Loves Travel Center up here on that one. We do a toy run every year, and that's really a very local event, which is our favorite event to do all year long, because that event it's just a lot of fun. We've got Santa leading the parade, and it's a lot of fun, and it's really nice to see the bikers come out because they're very, very generous folks.
You're located just off of the highway, US Highway 36. Do you get a lot of transient bikers coming through, people from out of state?
We do, different times of the year we do. You know, they kind of trickle in a little bit here and there, but certain times of the year, such as when the Sturgis Rally is going on, and there's the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues that is done in Arkansas, and we'll notice a pickup in traffic during those times. And you know, a lot of the time, you know, we get folks who have issues on the road, you know, and need repairs and that kind of thing, and we can certainly help them with that as well.
As I look around your shop, I see a lot of t-shirts for sale. It seems that that's something that a lot of bikers collect, t-shirts from different shops.
Yes.
But I also see a lot of leather goods that are generally one-time purchases.
Quite honestly, every year we kind of get another new group. And as you said, a lot of times these are one-time purchases, but you know, you may purchase part of your gear right up front, and then, you know, other things just kind of continue to follow, such as rain gear and you know, accessories for your bike and different kinds of things, which are all typically one-time purchases. But we do tend to get a big revolution of new customers every year. It's amazing to me, really.
The shop also has a lot of patches, what bikers refer to as flash. Tell us about some of the other items that you have for sale here.
We try to stock and sell as many things as we can. We've got, we carry helmets, various types of helmets, both on-road, off-road, and we carry, you know, a pretty good line of leather goods and rain gear. We carry a lot of accessories. I don't know if you can see, but on the back wall there's the Kuryakin accessory wall back there. Those are very popular items. Luggage, you know, we sell actually a lot of luggage. Ironically, it's amazing how much luggage we actually sell. But we carry a variety of things.
Well, tell us again what your address is here and what your hours are.
Our address is 807 North Macon Street in Bevier, Missouri. And our hours are Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 1, and we're always closed on Sundays and Mondays.
We've moved over to the repair shop that's part of Cole's Bike Shop, where I'm joined by David Cole. David is the head technician here. David, tell us about your shop.
We run 3-bay lift. We have a full tire machine, pretty much work on Harleys for the most part, but we do service, you know, tires and service on other models. Keeps us pretty busy. So
the motorcycles, the new ones today, are complicated, complex machines. How do you stay up to date on the technology?
We have to, you know, go through a little bit of training every year just to kind of keep freshed up on everything, and you know, just most of all your upkeep and stuff you just figure out as you're working on things. So.
You mentioned annual refresher training. Tell us how you got started into this. I understand you actually went to school to be a motorcycle mechanic.
Yep, I went to Lynn Tech at the time, Lynn State Tech. Now it's Missouri State Tech in Lynn, Missouri, and I learned, you know, most of the tricks of the trade there. I went on internships and learned in other shops, and then came back here to, you know, settle down and do everything else. So, is there any this time of year, late spring, is there any certain type of repair or an examination that you do of bikes to get them ready for the riding season? Yeah, every time you ride, you should try to do at least a minimal inspection on your own bike. The best thing is to, you know, especially if it's set over the winter and it's good, you know, just gonna get it out, you're gonna want to check all your tire pressures, your oil, you know, make sure all your lighting's working and things like that. And if you want, I'll demonstrate on a bike over here how to do all that.
Why don't you do that?
Okay. Come around over here, just to check like your engine oil. This is soft tail. The engine oil is right here. Pull it out. You know, it's just got a dipstick. It's full on the cold mark there. Pull it out. Then grab this. There's a transmission down here. You can pull it out. Check the oil in it. And it's to the full mark, which is good. Just kind of visibly, you know, check all of your, make sure there's no leaks for fuel or anything like that. Also, you'll want to come and check your tire pressures, visibly inspect your tires. These, you can see these are well maintained, the brakes look good. Just check your tire pressure on these. They run about 40 pounds, which that's dead on 40 right now, so good. And you'll want to check all of your lighting. Make sure it works fine. Just kick on the ignition switch. Come out, make sure low beam's on. Switch to high beam. Check your turn signal, both sides. Check the back turn signals. Good on that side. Good on this side. Check your brake operation for lighting. That's good. Good there. Kind of check. You'll want to check your rear tire pressure and brakes, and that's really your check you should do before you ride every time. Then just go. So it's pretty simple, but takes a minute to do. But it could save you a lot on the road or something.
Do you get many calls for road service from people that are broken down?
We do get some. We don't offer towing, so we usually sub the towing out to somebody. But we get a lot of people that are broke down on the road and with a flat tire most of the time around here. So,
well, before we leave, what advice can you give to the biking community?
Just be cautious and watch for other drivers. That's your big concern, and always try to be as safe as you can and have fun. It's nice to get out, and it's good therapy just to be out riding. So that's the best thing. So try to enjoy all the scenery and stuff as safely as you can. So.
Well, David, we appreciate the opportunity that you've given us to stop by and look at your shop and your accessory shop as well. Mm-hmm. And we would invite anyone out there in the biking community, or t-shirt collectors, or people who might want to be in the biking community, to stop by Cole's Bike Shop in Bevier, look at the merchandise they have for sale, and get acquainted. These are great people.